Hello. Hey, guys. Elle here with you. It is the 15th day of April 2022, 4:50 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States Corporation. Let's just see here. I'm going to pull my chat up on the phone. I saw Crocko in here.
Light bulbs delivered in a day.
Turn that off.
Edison would be proud.
Not sure why that did that. I hope all of you are well out there. We're just going to go through the headlines. Russia. We are going to talk some about Russia. You see, you guys? Come on, camera. I do have tape over it. Okay, I think it's good. All right. Hey, Mattea. Anthony, hey. Hey, Davey, if you're here. Yeah, I signed into Discord on my PC. I'm going to check it right now. If you want to come on, that would be awesome. What's up, Just K? 12 Bravo. Modus. Sophia, hello. Gary, hello. Did I already say that? Nickel, hello. Break the spell. Just K, my lady. How are you? I hope all of you are good. Let me go to my Discord real quick. These are not my normal glasses. They're really thick. Let me see. Okay, cool. Yeah, Doc. I'm always down to do a show with you. I don't know whatever you wanted to talk about. If you want to do that. Sorry, guys, my mouth is dry. Let's just start off. Today, like I said, is the 15th day of April on the Gregorian. And that is when the gigantic, the Titanic sunk. According to legend has it. So, yeah, sinking of the Titanic for the musical. I don't know what they're talking about here. Blah, 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 blah. The RMS Titanic sank in the early morning hours of 15th April 1912 in the North Atlantic Ocean. So it's exactly 110 years, right? Yes, 110 years. So 4 days into her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. Guys, it's crazy how everything just connects. I don't know if that happens to everyone the older you get, if we're really living in the book of Revelations. I mean, it's very, very interesting either way, because you really couldn't say that at this point. The largest ocean liner in service at the time, Titanic had an estimated 2,224 people on board when she struck an iceberg at around, whatever you believe. But I thought it'd be fun to see, so I DuckDuckGo'd conspiracy theories of the, this is what I put. I'll show you exactly what I searched for. Alternative narratives on the facts of the Titanic. I wanted to see what they say the conspiracy theories are, to see if what I think is even up here. Because if it's up here, more than likely it's not the exact truth. They're not going to put that up here. The sinking shocked the world, attracted controversy, and a number of conspiracy theories. There are a lot. I'm surprised I haven't heard more about this, especially with, that a Russian ship just sank, guys, and we are going to get into the details of that because it's a big deal. Anyway, let's go back to this. So this sunk, right? This day, 110 years ago in 1912. One such hypothesis is that a sunken ship was actually the Titanic's near identical sister ship, so that's probably the most popular one, Olympic. But that wasn't it, right? Didn't it start with an L, the other one? I'm not sure. But anyway, which was the subject of a large insurance claim. But hold on, let me see what's the other. So here they say investigation results is another conspiracy theory. Closed, watertight doors. Fire in a coal bunker. Olympic exchange hypothesis. Expansion joints hypothesis. I just thought this was that today is 110 years from that, and with what happened in New York, and New York is as well as Philadelphia. I mean, I'm outside of if you want to talk about getting cities that would get hit, Philly would be one of them, I think. If you're talking, NATO, Russia versus Russia on that. But anyway, see what else they have here. Has anyone here heard the theory that the wild and wacky conspiracy theories? I don't know why anybody here would have heard anything like this, but just in case, I'm curious. Did anybody hear that maybe like there were some people on this boat that were coming over to have so they could be in on the meeting about the Fed, the Fed, the place that we should audit? I don't know. I just thought this interesting. So yeah, 110 years ago today. 110 years ago today. You see what you guys are saying? The Olympic. Okay, that was the actual name of it. What was I thinking about? Yes, it is Good Friday. Absolutely. Yes, it is. You know, Amazon makes people work on Sunday or on Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it different things. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Yeah, okay, Sarah, that's exactly what I had heard. He had told me, hey, alien believers, Olympic and the Britannic. Okay. Crocko, do you want to call in? I have stuff to talk about, but really, this is just Russia and this. I mean, it's nothing really. Just Kay, how are you, beauty? You know, I love you. I think about you. Guys, it's hard with my two boys, 14, but he's, he went through puberty during this whole pandemic. And I have a 5-year-old, two boys. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing all right. You know how to get in touch with me if, I love you. Check this out, guys. My brother's friend that he grew up with since, again, they were little kids. The one that hung himself, he believed in this. He hung himself right before this, actually, in 2011. And he believed that the end of the world was going to be in 2012. He really thought that. But anyway, the Mayan quote end of the world calendar has just revealed another surprise about the ancient people. It's really short. I just thought I would play it for you guys. Get your thoughts on it. 1 second, guys. Why is this not doing this? All right. Let's see here. If you could just let me know if you can hear it, that would be great in the chat. Oh, it's not. Okay, we don't need to listen.
Remember the Mayan calendar? You know, the one that sort of, kind of, but not really predicted the world was going to end in 2012? While that was a misinterpretation of the calendar, researchers say they aren't misinterpreting their new find, which could mean the calendar is much older than previously thought. Science Alert reports archaeologists recently unearthed this. It's thought to have once been a piece of a wall on a temple, and it depicts what appears to be an animal's head underneath some other symbols. Together, they form what experts believe is the 7 deer, or one of the days of the Mayan calendar, and using radiocarbon dating, the researchers have now pinpointed its creation to between 200 and 300 BCE, which means the Mayan calendar is over 1,000 years older than previously believed. The stone fragment was found at the Las Pinturas Pyramid in modern-day San Bartolo, Guatemala, where archaeologists have also found some of the earliest hieroglyphic samples from the Mayan peoples as well. But what might be even more interesting? Based on the sophistication of the calendar fragment script, experts say it was likely in use for a much longer period before.
Is it me, or does it look like this? Looks like the front of a bicycle, like here at the bottom. This looks like, I don't know, either a thermos like turned on its side or some kind of weird bong. I don't know.
Before it was ever written on stone.
Well, guys, yeah. The Mayan, quote, end of the world calendar. Hey, Doc, did you do a piece on the looking glass? That thing they found over in Iraq? I wonder if you did that. Looks like a telescope. Yeah, that's right, it does. Guys, I have a telescope. I got it this last Christmas because right out of my window, it's like a little one, it's not a big one. If I open up the screen and stick my head out the window and just look right straight over to my left, I can see the skyline of Philly. It's pretty sick. How close it is, and it's really beautiful sometimes. So look at this shit. I'm sorry. We do a couple stories in the beginning that aren't, that may be a little different. Stranded dolphin dies after beachgoers try to, quote, ride it, rescuers say. Like, what is wrong with people? A dolphin stranded on a Texas beach died after a crowd of people harassed the mammal and, quote, tried to ride it, rescue officials said. Wow, people are crazy. Can't take dolphins in captivity. I wouldn't do that too, but especially in the ocean. Like, ugh. I want to see film of this. On Sunday, beachgoers found the sick dolphin. Oh, so it was sick too, and they're trying to. Quintana Beach, pushed it back out to sea and tried to swim and ride with the animal. The Texas Marine Mammal Stranding Network said in a Facebook post. Yes, anyway, you can look it up, but last year NOAA Fisheries said it had observed, quote, continued incidents of inappropriate and illegal interactions. That's crazy. People are interacting illegally with dolphins. Since 2002, at least 27 dolphins have been stranded with evidence of being shot by guns or arrows or impaled with sharp objects. Wow. I don't do it because the NOAA says violations like for harassing, harming, killing, or feeding wild dolphins that are prohibited under the Marine Mammal Protection Act says you could get a $100,000 fine and up to 1 year in jail per violations. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. If I saw some shit, I would say something. Would you guys say something, or would you? I mean, I wouldn't call the cops, but I would definitely say something to the person. That's messed up. People are idiots. Some people just don't know. It's crazy. My son was just showing me something on. Actually, Crocko, you retweeted it as a picture of lightning hitting someone's car, and that was up there. And he was like, I was like, damn. And my son was like, what, you never seen lightning storms before or whatever? And he like puts on a video. I was like, we didn't have this when we were growing up. We couldn't go, there wasn't pictures of lightning in that you could flip and it animated it. We didn't have this. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 21 years old. That's when people had them. I turned 21 in 2001 when, the thing happened. So I didn't have that. That's what I told them. I learned how to type on a typewriter, not a computer. I learned how to take pictures and develop film with a camera, not like this. Times got really different really quickly. The most in history, and it really is amazing. This is another narrative that they are stoking. They planted the seed. Look at this, 111s, 111 a.m. out of Newsweek. So Smith Month, keep it to consideration. Smith Month Modernization Act, lies and propaganda. That's what they do. We're just observing it. This is what they've been saying, and this is what they're saying. China says U.S. treading, quote, dangerous path as Lindsey Graham lands in Taiwan. Also, Putin's warned us. We'll get to it in a second, or in a little bit. Warned the U.S., United States Corporation, not to send any more weapons to the Ukraine. So we'll see what happens. And it's true. They can't, neither one of these people can back down. Russia's back on the gold standard. I mean, come on. Anyway, so Lindsey Graham lands in Taiwan. And China said U.S. is treading a dangerous path. Lindsey Graham was the first American lawmaker to step off the airplane after his congressional delegation landed at Songshan Airport in Taipei on Thursday evening, starting a whirlwind visit to Taiwan, which has already angered China. I think they're already pissed right out the gate. The Republican senator for South Carolina is leading the congressional delegation, or CODEL. This is interesting because I just showed you guys, or reminded you guys, because I'm sure you've seen it, the clip, I should pull it up, with Lindsey Graham in 2014 in Ukraine. Or I'm sorry, not 2014, 2019 in the Ukraine, telling some battalion that he was going to go back to Washington and tell them about the bravery of their people, and that we have to, this is Lindsey Graham's words, not mine. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he said. But we can't, we have to stop Putin. That's what he said. And this was 3 years ago, Lindsey Graham, on their soil at that. Oh, yeah. So anyway, here he is with this congressional delegation, which was greeted on the tarmac by Taiwanese officials, included Foreign Minister Joseph Wu. The group of 6 U.S. legislators include New Jersey Democrat Bob Menendez. Their visit is an unmistakable signal of solidarity with Taiwan's leadership at a time of increasingly political and military pressure from Beijing. Now, look, there's a big difference between Putin and Xi Jinping, okay, over there in China. But let's take a look at this. You don't want to mess with China. I mean, this is such an obvious setup. I can't. The script is just—it's this thing. It's crazy. I mean, just look at the media and this bread and circuses, and our president. Ugh. Way to help out the environment there. Was that a dress? That is extra, miss. I don't know what you're doing there, but it looks like you're going to a ball. She's got the whole dress thing going on. All right. So there is that his wife in that dress? My goodness. It can't be.
Yeah, we all know.
It can't be. All right. Yeah, so that's it. I'll throw this in the chat. So if you wanna see it, hold on 1 second. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I really do apologize for that. All right, let's let me look at the chat real quick. Hey, Nightwind. Let me look. You guys, the weather, it seems like it just went right into summer, like without any no in between. It's just right into summer. I think it is supposed to be cold next week. Hold on, let me I'm just going to check in Discord in case sorry guys. Back to you. All right. Share my screen. Yeah. Oh, here's the link. Just because I did. That is not the link. Oh, all right. So this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard multi-million-dollar defamation suit is going on. Sorry guys, I gotta erase this. Okay. Well, I guess I could do it later. I can't believe how much money they are spending on that, on this trial in Virginia. And just the buzz around it. I mean, there's a whole narrative within this narrative. It's so I mean, so far I think I counted okay, ballpark like a dozen A-list name drops and a dozen B or C list, maybe a D lister in there some way. Name drops during this trial, and I haven't even watched but maybe 2 hours altogether, like collectively. But yeah, it's all over everywhere, and I can't believe people would even sit in a court and go through this when we don't have, we're not promised tomorrow. Who would waste our time with this nonsense? But Johnny Depp suffers major blow as witness is dismissed after admitting to watching clips of Amber Heard defamation trial online. He was probably like, I need to get out of here. These people are talking for like 7 hours a day about themselves and what happened to them one day to 15 friggin' years ago. Like, get over it. And the people that have like Team Johnny like painted on their car or whatever, oh my, it's so just, it really shows you what this country, because that's a definite American thing. And I'm not down in America, I'm just saying, well, yeah, I am, I guess I am. I think you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's still going on, and they're pushing it, they're shoving it down everybody's throat. So this is an interesting headline. I guess they have to do this with everything that's going on everywhere else. And the mainstream, I can't even believe, I haven't had cable in like 11, 12 years. I think going on 12 years by now, maybe going on 11 years. But look. By the way, Elon, this is from the New York Times, okay? Twitter expected to employ poison pill to counter Musk's takeover. But they did announce today that Musk doesn't any longer. What happened is he bought Twitter to try to sell it to this Saudi prince, but the Saudi prince turned him down. So he shared some of his shares because he's been getting shit for not joining the board or not wanting to sit on the board and other things. But look at this. Twitter on Friday unveiled its counterattack against Elon Musk by putting in place a corporate maneuver known as a poison pill. The strategy aims to slow or block Mr. Musk's $43 billion bid to buy Twitter. Oh, sorry. Let me hit that. A poison pill devised by law firms in the 1980s to protect companies from corporate raiders essentially lets takeover target flood the market with new shares or allow existing shareholders other than the bidder to buy them at a discount. That means anybody trying to acquire the company must negotiate directly with the board. The pill will be triggered once any individual or group of people working together by 15% or more of Twitter's shares. Mr. Musk currently owns more than 9%. Twitter said the plan will be in place April 4th the next week. So you can look this up. Like I said, New York Times. My mouth is so dry. Listen to the store, guys. And then let me show you that the move that he made after that. Hold on one second. Yeah, Hubble confirmed the largest comet ever, bigger than Rhode Island. We do have May Day coming up. There's so many things going on. So many things going on. Okay, I guess it might come out. Sorry, guys. There we go. So after this happens, or I'm not sure after, but that's reading it. That's how it looks. But Elon Musk, this is from Markets Insider. Elon Musk is no longer Twitter's largest shareholder and says he's not sure his takeover bid will be successful. So I think it's just turning out to be what I thought it was. I mean, people were doing streams on him like, oh, yay, he's going to bring back. No, people. This is Elon Musk we're talking about. Yeah, he's the best out of that, like, that certain whatever. But no, no. You can't have what he has unless, I don't know. But yeah, it says Elon Musk, who has taken 9.2% stake in Twitter, is no longer its largest shareholder. Vanguard Group says its funds now own a 10.3% stake, according to a recent SEC filing. Musk said on Thursday he's, quote, not sure if his $43 billion takeover bid for Twitter will be successful. Yeah, so look. Isn't he bouncing back and forth with Bezos for the richest man in this country? Yeah. So Musk said he had a plan B if his bid was unsuccessful, but did not elaborate on what that would be. Speaking to TED chief, damn, that's a big job right there. Chris Anderson, Musk explained that he made the offer because he believes it's important to have a, quote, inclusive arena for free speech. Quote, this is not a way to make money, Musk said. My strong intuitive sense is that having a public platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is extremely important to the future of civilization. Twitter confirmed Thursday that it had received an unsolicited, non-binding proposal from Elon Musk and said it would, quote, carefully review the proposal to determine the course of action that it believes is in the best interest of the company and all Twitter stockholders. And I got to be honest, I didn't know that Dorsey didn't own Twitter anymore until this story came out a few days ago or whenever it came out. I feel like it was longer than that, but whenever this broke, this story. Parag Agrawal is the owner of, or the CEO, sorry. I think this is the CEO of Twitter. So I don't know what's going on here. And Musk is also connected to the Johnny Depp trial because Amber Heard dated Musk. Well, some say during. I probably say it's probably during, but definitely after, right after Johnny Depp. So interesting character. Elon Musk. I'll give you guys this. So I didn't read all of it or really read it properly, just in case you want it. Oh, I can't give it there. I have to go right here and do it. How you doing, Bubs? Hey, Mick. The same folks who trusted and believed Trump now are gushing that Musk is going to. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if they're up there, that's kind of what I was saying. Yeah, if they're, oh damn, it's in here too. I gotta erase this. Gotta take a second and do this, guys. Thanks. Yes, break the spell. Yes, that's just yeah. A great comment. You can't wait for anybody to save you. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. By the way, the Vanguard Group and BlackRock own about 10% of Tesla combined. These people, it's still doing that. Oh no, it's 16 over. All right, well, you can look it up. It was up there what it was. So dystopic hell. You love it. You love dystopic hell. This that we're living. I don't. Nightwind, by the way. Yeah, that's a very good catch. Thank you for that little tidbit of info. And I am able to recall. Oh, look at this, you guys. I wanted to show you this. Recall things. So I do appreciate little trivia, stuff like that. It's good to know. Look at this. The Independent. This story broke, I don't know, I think before noon. Let me see. I feel like this is one of the... Out of the Independent. Yeah, okay. 2 hours ago. I don't know what this means, but sometimes if things come to me from, I don't know, if I feel a certain way about something, I'll just share it. And I'm not sure why, but widow of Microsoft executive gunned down in front of 2-year-old daughter, prays, quote, evil and cowardly killers are brought to justice. So the widow of a Florida Microsoft executive who was gunned down in an execution-style murder in front of his 2-year-old daughter is praying that forensic evidence will lead to detectives to her husband killers. Father of 4, Jared Bridgen, aged 33, guys. 33. Father of 4. Was driving home with his daughter Bexley after dropping off 9-year-old twins and with his ex-wife when he was ambushed and shot dead in Jacksonville Beach on 16 February. Mr. Bridgen, again, that's weird. Bridegan. Oh, I was reading it wrong the whole time. Mr. Bridegan, all right, had just got out of his black Volkswagen SUV to remove a tire that was obstructing the roadway when he was shot at close range. Damn. Yeah, you got to be careful. Think devil's rejects before you get out of the car and go look at what's in front of you. Be very careful. So this is really odd. Again, this just came up. Sometimes I think they do that on purpose. Yeah, I'll link it. This is the truck, apparently a Ford F-150 dark blue. $30,000 reward. 16th February, that's a minute. Give you the link. I just thought it was, I don't know. Just throw the link in here real quick. This is not it. That's not it. That's it. They do. We're going to get to that. Or is it just manifesting at this point? I don't know. Oh. I don't know why my mouth's so dry. What do you guys think about? Did you guys watch the Water? Just Kay and Bubs and Obese. Oh, thank you, Obese, too. very much. Pardon me. If you, I was curious if you guys watched Watch the Water. That doctor, well, he's been on Israeli News Live. He's been on several people's shows at this point. But it's linked right underneath this video. It's the first link. Just because I link it doesn't mean I think it, guys. I'm just saying about the venom of the snake. Radiation poisoning. Been battling dry mouth for about 3 months. Shit. Yeah. What would be a test to see like how irradiated you are? What would be that test? I wonder. I'm very curious. Yeah. Yeah, oxygen disruption. I would say sure, we'll just say disruption. But also, yeah, our bodies are whatever 70-75% water, and all that frequency. Even just if it was, it's nefarious. But even if it wasn't nefarious, I mean, even when you can't. There's too many frequencies, okay? I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. Yes, watch the water. Check it out, Obies. It's interesting for your consideration, but the doctor gets into his findings. Very odd because he seems to be he believes in God, which a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the statistics on what doctors are, but I have worked in the medical field for my whole life, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but and I don't know. You gotta watch it. It's he says that what if this is actually he says a few things that could prove it. But you got to do your own research. That what's been going around, for 2 years, and why everyone in China is screaming out their windows and banging on pots and pans at night and dropping dead from starvation during the day because they're locked in their homes. While all that's going on here, they're saying, you know what's going around, the thing that's going around. This man says, what if it's venom? And the thing that really gets me that he says is the smoking, and the receptors, the nicotine receptors in your brain, and how they, man, because that part is true. That part is true with the venom of the serpent, and that's true. That's the receptors it would bind to in your brain. Were the same ones that nicotine do. And I do remember reporting when this whole thing started, they came out and said that smokers were less likely. Smokers weren't getting it. They said smokers weren't getting sick. It was other people that switched. They had to switch it up. But that was a narrative that was going around. So we have a CIA director. This is Russia. The Washington Examiner. CIA director says U.S. not taking Russian nuclear threat lightly. Well, what are you doing about it? What are you going to do, Mr. Director of the of CIA? You're talking about nuclear weapons. Like, again, the fear of this and the reality of it. I mean, that's what makes it scary, right? If it couldn't happen and you really didn't think it could happen, then it wouldn't be scary, and then the fear wouldn't work. it's just what's coming out and the way this is playing out is very interesting time to be alive. I'm going to actually play this article. Let's play this article.
U.S. officials are skeptical of Russia's nuclear threats, but aren't dismissing them completely. CIA Director William Burns delivered a speech on Thursday in which he said the military struggles Russian President Vladimir Putin has faced in his attack in Ukraine could lead him to act rashly. Given the potential desperation of President Putin and the Russian leadership, given the setbacks that they've faced so far militarily, none of U.S. can take lightly the threat posed by a potential resort to tactical nuclear weapons or low-yield nuclear weapons, Burns said. Earlier this week, Russia escalated its nuclear posturing, threatening the prospect of nuclear-armed ships in the Baltic Sea if Finland and Sweden join NATO. Russia warns nuclear expansion assured if Sweden and Finland join NATO. Putin placed Russia's nuclear forces on high alert days after invading Ukraine a little more than 7 weeks ago. Since then, Kremlin officials have said that an existential threat to the country could force Russia's hand to deploy its nuclear arsenal. Burns said the United States has not seen a lot of practical evidence that Russia is going to use any kind of nuclear weapon, but that leaders are still wary and concerned about nuclear escalation. Click here to read more from the Washington Examiner.
Okay.
We're obviously very concerned, Burns said. I know President Biden is deeply concerned about avoiding a third world war, about avoiding a threshold in which, nuclear conflict becomes possible.
All right. So look. This is what they're putting out there. Yes. There was this one article I saw today and it just pissed me off. Hold on, let me show you. And this is Zelensky. This is the Zelensky guy. Are you kidding me? They're still going back to this. Is it Bucha or Bucha or Butcher, whatever, the town over there? They came out today with an article about the. Yeah, here, let's go to that. Yeah, so fake. Hey, everyman, Dan. Yeah, I don't. If you're not in my life, if I don't know you now, I'm probably not gonna know you. This had the Washington Post. Russian armored vehicles. This is what I'm gonna show you. Seen on Bucha or Buka. I don't know how you say it. Sorry, I'm not over there. Streets strewn with bodies. Video shot. Now, this is the film that came out. I don't know what that was. This was a lot of people. Actually, hold on. Governor says Mariupol wiped off the face of the earth. What? Hold on, guys. I don't know why it just did that. It just like switched it. Shit. How do you get rid of this paywall? Oh wow, I can't even do it. I can't even read it. Wait, maybe. No. Yeah, I don't know why that did that, guys. But if you remember, this was I think it was April 2nd. It was April 2nd when they said the video was from. But former UN weapons general inspector and a couple of, he has credentials, but I don't know. Scott Ritter got suspended from Twitter for saying that the bodies didn't look like for coming to a conclusion other than Russia did it. Russia was the one to go in this town and supposedly kill these people and put white, tie their hands with look, why are they pushing this? Why are they want us to, now want us to blame this on Russia, because they don't want to blame it on who it actually is, which would be Ukrainians or Americans. And when I say Ukrainians, I mean Ukrainians either working for, look, they just want you to know that you see at least 8 bodies. Well, I thought there was 100. I thought there were hundreds, plural, or at least 100 bodies here. And also, look, I'm not buying it. Yeah, this I just don't know why they want to go into this, and it's very convenient that we have. Isn't it so cool, guys, that we could get footage like this in a war zone? Just, fly around. And that looks like a helicopter. That doesn't look like a drone. I could be wrong. It does look like a drone now that I look at it. I count 5. 6. Oh. Okay. It's just like, I don't know. To me, that's, and in the $800 million that we're sending over to, and weapons and all this stuff. We already went over this, but the $800 million that we're sending, but the United States is sending over to, over there to Ukraine. When I'm not sure when or if this country will ever come back to anything that it was before. I mean, all things change and all things go forward, but the good things usually, or they should, stay around. Seems like that's not happening anymore. Yes, such is life. Such is life. Let me show you guys something. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this just for a second. Moscow sinking prompts Russia to bomb Ukraine missile factory. Now, Russia had this boat. They drowned it. Some top Russian general came out and said, well, now your boat's a submarine or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, and I think there was 500 and some people on it when it sank. Well, first there was a fire, then it sank. But I don't know why people think Putin's going to just keep letting this happen. And then they say they struck back with they hit a missile factory. Just a day after Russia's defense ministry announced that its flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, the Moskva missile cruiser, had sunk while being towed to a port after it sustained heavy damage. So this is the one that got damaged too. The ministry claimed through the state media that it had struck a missile production and repair facility on the outskirts of Kiev. Quote, tonight, high precision, long range, sea based caliber missile attack in a military facility on the outskirts of Kiev. As a result of the attack on the Sulyansky Vizar machine building plant, workshops for the production and repair of long-range and medium-range anti-aircraft missile systems, as well as anti-ship missiles, were destroyed. End quote. Ministry spokesperson Igor Konashenkov said early Friday, according to Russian news agency TASS. It sank Thursday after Russia claimed to have dealt significant damage to the ship. Sorry. By striking this net, you have pissed off. I don't know. Did they all get out? I wonder how many deaths were here. I wonder.
I just feel lucky.
Justin Curtis got quite a shock this evening while...
Sorry. So, Russia sends formal letter to the U.S. To stop. Hold on, I have that up here. Actually, let's take a look at it. I don't know if I can stand these two.
Moscow is demanding the U.S. and NATO stop arming Ukraine, saying continuing
right, to. I'm gonna listen. Let's listen to CBS The Eye. Hold on a second. Let me do that. No, what you call that? Okay, and then we will go right to it.
To do so could lead to, quote, unpredictable consequences.
That's right. In a letter to the Biden administration, the Kremlin also accused the U.S. of openly disregarding laws for transferring weapons to conflict zones. The warning comes as the U.S. sends $800 million worth of military assistance to Eastern Europe. Moscow also wrote in its letter that NATO's actions are stalling peace negotiations with Ukraine.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian officials say Russia's flagship naval vessel in the Black Sea sank after being hit by Ukrainian missiles. But Russian authorities say it sank in a storm while being towed for repairs after an explosion and fire. Overnight in Russia attacked a missile factory in Kyiv, an apparent retaliatory move. The Kremlin also warned it will ramp up attacks on the capital if Ukraine makes any moves on Russian soil.
So joining us now is CBS News foreign correspondent who is in Kyiv, Chris Livesay. Chris, thank you so much for being with us. Can you explain the significance of Russia's flagship warship sinking? This was one of their, major warships in the Black Sea, and what this means for the war moving forward.
Sure. Well, it's a huge blow both to the Russian military and to Russian pride. I mean, let's look down there on the southern coast of Ukraine. The country has been anticipating this amphibious attack for weeks. It's specifically Odessa and its surrounding area. It's a place that Vladimir Putin called out by name in his declaration of war back in February. But now that Ukraine, and let's just assume that these claims are true for a moment here from Ukraine, that it took out the ship with its own missiles. Now that it's done that, well, Russia is going to have to think twice about ever getting close to that coast ever again. In fact, the Pentagon confirms Russia has already removed its remaining ships from its fleet in the Black Sea from within striking distance of those missiles, which we should add.
All right. So, Russia warns U.S. and NATO to stop arming the Ukraine, and the reverse of that. So, what's going on? Is this the beginning of the third, Russia warns U.S. against further arming Ukraine. Russia has sent a formal diplomatic note to the Biden administration. I mean, this is, and he was encouraged to do this. using cars to do this. I mean, look, this is insane to me. I cannot believe. The thing that I can't believe isn't what's going on. I can believe what's going on. That Biden, it's the same people. It's been the same people since before Bush Senior. I mean, it's been the same people. This plan, the overarching Agenda 21, Agenda 30, with the end date being 2050, and like sustainable development, all these things, it's written down. It's part of their, it's planned out. It's planned out. Sure, they get thrown curveballs and shit gets delayed a little bit, or it goes a little bit of a different way, but for the most part, it's planned. And you can really start to see the cycles. Again, May Day is coming up. People are throwing around. A lot of dates get thrown around this quarter, frankly, from the beginning of January, because people have their predictions for the year and all that. We're only in the fourth month of the year, middle of the fourth month of the year, but still on the Gregorian. But anyhow, this is nuts to me. Russia, I never thought I'd see this. Russia has sent, and we're going to get to something out of this world too. Russia has sent a formal diplomatic note. This is, and hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. Can you believe that we are sitting here this much in debt, and the things that are going on? It is truly unbelievable. One moment. It is Easter this Sunday. I'm going to be taking my boys down to see my dad in the Delaware. I hope you guys are okay out there and have plans to be with family on Sunday. I'm just looking something up real quick. Because this is out of this world. And I just want to pull it up and show you what they're reporting on this. This is yeah. So this has been going on since March 9th. This has been going on, and then here we go. Hold on 1 minute. March 9th. Okay. We'll go to Saudi Prince. Hold on a second. Oh, so this is two people, actually, that said no. But Mohammed bin Salman, we talk about him over here. Let me share my screen real quick. Look at this. Out of Reuters. This is from March 3rd, but and remember, they say, when do they say that this war started? I don't know the official date that they're saying it, like on Wiki, but I think it's February 24th, I think is when they're saying this war started. But to hear people on the ground over there, it was started before that. The beginning of February, but really when in 2014, for real, that's when it's really started. But the actual combat, but who knows? I don't know. I know else to know. I don't know. But Saudi Crown Prince says he does not care if Biden misunderstands him. The Atlantic. It just goes into it. This is him right here, Mohammed bin Salman. We talked about him in relation to NEOM. It's a sustainable city, all having to do with Strong Cities Initiative and Agenda 2030 and that whole thing. So, and apparently this is the guy that they point to for the Khashoggi death. And then, but apparently this happens in, let me see, 2022. It seems so futuristic. Let's see this. Yeah, and this is again on the 9th. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, after they banned, Biden came out and said he was banning energy imports from Russia. He wanted Saudi Arabia to increase oil production, but Mohammed bin Salman rejected that request, rejected the call with Biden to discuss Ukraine. He didn't want to talk to him about that. He didn't want to talk to him about the oil, nothing. MBS has spoken harshly about the U.S. in recent months after Biden ostracized him. And they did come out on Saudi state TV and do like a skit where they made fun of Biden and Harris. Some dude played, or what? I'm sorry, whatever the person is, trans dude played Vice President Harris. Just the first time anybody, especially over there, has really done anything like that, So we are is this the clip of Biden get off the plane the other day? It's so surreal that this could even happen. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I wanted to address this. Video shows Israel testing its Iron Beam air defense system, which uses laser beams to intercept targets. 8 hours ago, this is out of Business Insider. Look at the laser. Israel's Iron Beam air defense system uses a laser beam to intercept an airborne target. I remember we were talking about Israel set up the first country to do so, the first field hospital in Ukraine. Israel did that. Yes, I just thought I would tell you, in case you wanted to send them a thank you letter. I don't know. Israel completed tests on its, quote, Iron Beam air defense system on Thursday. It uses high-powered laser beams to intercept airborne targets. Footage shared by Israel's prime minister showed it shooting down a rocket, a mortar, and a drone. Video shows Israel testing its new, quote, Iron Beam air defense system, which uses high-powered lasers. This is the same thing. That's literally the same sentence as here and here. I hate when they do that. Here and here, identical. Thursday marked the completion of the series of tests on the defense system following a multi-year effort to develop it, said Israeli Prime Minister Bennett. Footage of successful tests were shared by Bennett on Twitter. The energy-based weapons firing firing beams at Iran. So yeah, Israel did that. Why don't they let us see the video? I'm sure I could probably find it, but it's not in this article. But I did want to address that. I'm not going to get into that. And then we already talked about this. This is at Airs Technical. Oh yeah, here's the Saudi prince. Royal send-off. Reject Musk's offer to buy Twitter. A major Twitter shareholder rejected Elon Musk's offer to buy the social media platform. I think this came out yesterday at 11 p.m. at night. 11:05 p.m. at night. Major Twitter shareholder rejected Elon Musk's offer to buy the social media platform, claiming the offer does not come close to, quote, the intrinsic value of Twitter given its growth prospects. Yeah, I mean, Saudi Arabian Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al-Saud, who claims he and an investing company, Kingdom Holding Company, own 5.2% of Twitter, posted his refusal to sell to Musk on Thursday morning. His refusal to sell to Musk. Prompting the Tesla CEO to question Saudi Arabia's stance towards journalistic freedoms. What do you think, Elon? It's Saudi Arabia. What? I mean, I know MBS is progressive and stuff, but really interesting, Musk tweeted in response to the prince. Just 2 questions, if I may. How much of Twitter does the kingdom own, directly and indirectly? What are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech? Well, that's 3 questions, because directly would be 1 question, answering it, 1 question. Indirectly would be, that's a two-parter, Musk. Saudi Arabia is frequently criticized for severe crackdowns on the press, perhaps most notably the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. You mean like the dismemberment while he was still alive of Jamal Khashoggi? Anyway, you can look it up if you want to know more about it. But they're saying that the Saudi prince said, hell no, Musk. You got to keep that. You got to keep that. I'm not buying it off you. I don't want any parts of it. Just X out of here. So Amber Heard and they are ousted. Musk will have nothing to do with them. No, we're not. This, I don't even know why that's up there. All right, we will go here. Ukrainian. Listen to this story. I'll update it for a more accurate time. Hold on. Maybe 10 hours ago, 11 hours ago. Business Insider. Ukrainian officials troll Russia over the sinking of its flagship missile cruiser. Quote, now it's part of the submarine fleet. This is, articles about trolling. Never. It's something else I never... Twilight Zone. So, 121. Yeah. That is a picture from the Russian Defense Ministry press service via AP, which is the Associated Press. And this is the Moskva that has sunk. The Moskva, Russia's Black Sea. Yeah. Hold on. Ukraine says it went down after its guards struck it with an anti-ship missile. Russia denies it. Ukrainian officials are mocking Russia over the downed warship. What I just said about it being a submarine. Ukrainian officials are trolling Russia over the drowning of this missile, guided missile cruiser, in the Russian Black Sea, flagship ship, which sank on Thursday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked, quote, those who have shown that Russian ships can go to the bottom only, end quote, during a public address. Listen, this guy, this president, this whole thing is one of the most absurd things I have seen in my entire life. And again, maybe not seeing it, but seeing how many people are just blindly, again, flying Ukrainian flags out their house or their car or whatever, things like that, without even knowing. It is very hard to see humanity in the shitter like this. I mean, it's hard to look at after 40 some years here. It's just, this is insane, this presentation. This guy, this Zelensky guy. And this to me is definitely a mockery type of, like him and Boris walking through the streets of Kiev and all of it. It's just, it's too much. Anyway, he had this public address Thursday night where he said that, and he also highlighted Kyiv. Now everyone's like, oh, it's Kyiv, it's Kyiv. Well, my whole life it's been Kiev, so it's going to be Kiev. If it's Kyiv, if you want to say Kyiv now and everybody else, you could do that. I'm going to just call it what I've called it my entire life, and that's what I'm going to call it. But highlighted Kiev's military successes since Russia's invasion 50 days ago. Let's just take a look at these pictures. This is the Starstreak high-velocity aircraft missile. Getty owns that image. This is an anti-tank weapon sent by the UK, being deployed in the suburbs of the capital of Kiev. The ZZ-174, that's what it says. Is that a 1? Okay, usually it has like a little thing here and like this if it's a number, but because of the 7 and the 4, it's probably a 1. These, wow. So that's the same caption. The U.S. approved $350 million military package for Ukraine, which includes Javelin missiles. And then Biden announced $350 million in military aid on February 26, 2 days after the invasion started. The package included anti-armor weapons, small arms, body armor, and other equipment. We know about that. It's amazing how much money they have to send over there to fight a war. Oh, that's right, because we don't have any boots on the ground over there, right? That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. All right, we're going to get into the... oh, here you go. This I wanted to show you. Russian TV pundit rages over warship sinking. We should bomb Kiev. That's not me saying that, YouTube or anything. That I'm just reading a Newsweek article. Please read my disclaimer. Russian TV pundit rages. A Russian TV pundit has raged against Ukraine and called for the bombing of the capital city of Kiev following the sinking of the Russian missile cruiser Moskva in the Black Sea. Vladimir, was everybody near Vladimir over there? Borko, or however you say it, a filmmaker and former member of the Russian State Duma, said on TV Thursday that the Russian, quote, motherland had been attacked after Ukraine said it had hit the ship with missiles. We should bomb Kiev, said this guy, Borko. At one point, during an exchange with the TV host, Russia, which began its invasion of the Ukraine on February 24th, but I say it was earlier, and I think it was probably a month and a half to 2 months earlier. But again, it does go all the way back until 8 years ago, or 2014, really, or maybe 2 years after that. Anyway, has not officially said the vessel was attacked, but the country's defense ministry has confirmed that the Moskva, which had a crew of 510, sank after fire on the ship, which was caused by a detonation of ammunition. Interesting. I wonder if anything will come out of this. I say no. We won't get anything out of this other than what they want you to know. Because I think this is NBC. Hey, Kaladin. Hey, guy. I don't know why this mouse is doing this. Okay, yeah, May Day is coming up. Let's just talk about this real quick. And I also want to look this up. Does anybody here happen to know? Please feel free to tell me what Victory Day is. Victory. I'll go back to this Vladimir. Vladimir. Putin's next move revealed as Russian president plans May 9th Victory Day. Russian observers May 9th as the anniversary of the end of the Second World War. This is crazy that this is happening like this. And the date appears to have been earmarked by Putin to declare the end of the Ukraine invasion, an expert told the Mirror. An expert. Can we trust the experts? Russian leader Vladimir Putin's next move could see him refocus his attention to east of Ukraine to consolidate enough land to declare victory by May 9th. So they have a goal. And that's probably that specific day. I wonder what's going on celestially. I wonder what's going on. Like tonight, it's going to be a full moon. I wonder what's going on celestially this coming May 9th. I can almost guarantee you it will be something, but we'll see. An expert has told the Mirror. Andrew Wilson, professor of Ukrainian studies at the University College London, said this means Putin may use any means necessary to dress up the invasion and win in the next month. By May 9th, it's unlikely Putin will have made any headway in pushing his troops further west, especially after withdrawing his military from Kiev and Chernobyl. Well, he got what he never mind. Speculating on what, quote, a victory will look like for Putin, Professor Wilson told the Mirror, quote, he may have a bit more territory in the Donbass Mariupol, but wait, why does it never say, or why does it always say the Donbass? Why does it say that? Mariupol may have fallen by then, but only because it has been destroyed and not as an asset. They've been calling it the Donbass. I don't know what that means. I should probably look it up. I don't know what it means. He adds Russia may keep control of enough territory north of Crimea to create a land bridge to the Donbass republics. I see, because it's plural. Professor Wilson added, quote, Ukraine would be cut off from the Sea of Azov, or Azov, and will lose many of its ports on the Black Sea. This could be dressed up as a victory. Russia would, this could be dressed up as a victory. See how they're doing that? Or maybe Russia's winning, and you guys are freaking lying. This could be dressed up as a victory. Russia would have consolidated more territory than it had in 2014, but it's clearly not what Putin wanted when he started the war. Listen, man, this is just. I don't mean to be laughing at. Again, my dad's a Vietnam vet. I'm not downing any soldier in any quote country or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. As a matter of fact, I feel bad for people that. I mean, I don't pity them in a bad way. I just mean some people go just because they need to change in their life. There's a lot of reasons people go. Some people go because they're drafted, like my dad, who never wanted to go. But he said, fuck it, I'm not going to jail. I'd much rather fight for my country than go to Leavenworth. Yeah, so look, we took that, or not we, even though I do think we have a lot to do with what's going on. That's just my opinion. Please, no advice is given here, and I don't know shit. I'm just a pissed off mom. I'm not a truther. I'm none of that. I reject all labels. And weaponized terms or words. I don't belong to any groups, nothing like that. So yeah, this is how it's going. They keep showing us this map, and here's where everybody is. Da, 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 da. And it's I mean, war sucks. I'm not saying that there's not a war. I'm just saying I don't believe it's against. I don't believe that it's Russia against the Ukrainian citizens. I don't believe that. Not for 1 second. I just don't. It's not what I think's going on. Here, I'll give you this since I didn't read it all. I hope everyone out there is planning, preparing, and praying. Does anybody want to call in? Of course, I don't. Crocko's probably definitely not here anymore. But does anybody want to call in? I always want to offer that these days because you never know. Somebody might have something to say. Listen to radio to top NATO. UK guy talks propaganda consistently. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to know what's the truth, when we know how much, quote, disinformation and misinformation they purposely direct you. They purposely frame their writing and their visual propaganda, whatever it could. It's everything. Music, clothes, food, all of it. It's everywhere. Blue and yellow. This is a spell. Yeah. Leaders are, quote, leaders. Yeah, the young global leaders are playing their part to bring in the order. That's right. Hey there, Radical Ralph. How are you, my friend? How are you? Yeah, I gotta call my friend. I was actually meaning to call you. I am gonna have a garden this year, guys, and gals. Everybody that's here now, thanks for being here. Everybody that's watching subsequently, and you've made it this far. Thank you, and yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys my garden beforehand, and throughout the growing season, and then hopefully by the winter I will be out of here and away from the city of Philadelphia. I have some plans to take my boys, a little bit further away from the city. Yeah. Let me go here for a second. My friends. I was on camera, but I don't really feel like it. I didn't brush my hair. And I have my mom. I borrowed a pair of glasses off my mom's because oh, guys, they removed one of my videos. They said it wasn't age appropriate or something. They sent me an email. They didn't give me a strike. They just removed it. So who knows what that means? Let me just check something here. Yes. Oh, wait, that's right. Hold on. Let me show you this. Oh, U.S. government links North Korea to $620 million cryptocurrency heist. Let me give you guys this link in case that's out of Fox News. They got a picture of the fat man over there. That's another leader that, it just makes you wonder about these freaking global leaders. Let me just turn this off for a second. Hey, Erie Fairy. Kiev. Don't know how to spell that. Yeah, that's right. Kiev. Yeah, definitely Kiev. Thank you. I thought it was is that does that qualify for a Mandela effect? Or is that something else? I don't know. I'm just going into my email, friends, just for a second, because a lot of times I send myself things so that I can share it with you. And I want to be sure that I have a thing here. I want to link, and please, if anybody wants to reach out to me and let me know what you think about, leave a comment or email me, or whatever, and let me know what you think about that watch the water piece and the snake venom and the whole thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on one sec, guys. Just get this thing real quick. One moment. All right. Very interesting. Yeah, there's a space hotel. We looked at it before, and they're showing it off again. All right, let me show you this real quick. So 2 days ago, we had the Pentagon confirming the first ever interstellar visitor to Earth. We have the Artemis 1 moon rocket, and then where's the other? The Hubble story. All right, let's do that. Let's go to outer space for a second. Just for a second, I'll go through them real quick. I'll provide the links. This out of space. Artemis 1 moon rocket gets space station flyover in stunning NASA photo. This is a big thing too with the Russia, with the guy, the spaceman, walking through space and time. Yeah, that guy. He, they weren't gonna give him a ride back, and the ISS is done. So let's take a look. A serene NASA photo. Yes, guys, NASA has captured 2 spacecraft at twilight, one in orbit and one on Earth, as the agency tested its new Artemis 1 rocket. The photo, taken by photographer Joel Kowski, shows the agency's Artemis 1 moon rocket, the first space launch system booster. Here, can we see the picture? 1 second. There it is. That does not look, yeah, it's saying it's an image. That's an image, y'all. I'm not saying that it's an artist rendition. Here is the image. Is there sound? No. All right. This always kills me when they show you it and it looks like the worst animation ever. It looks like Space Invaders or something. That's crazy what I've been seeing in the sky during the day, but at night too. All right, so that was that. But look, this is in a couple places. The Hubble telescope confirming the largest comet ever, bigger than Rhode Island. A large comet, a comet larger than the state of Rhode Island, and the biggest discovered ever, has been confirmed by astronomers using the Hubble Space Telescope, according to NASA. So observation, coma mode, whatever that means, and nucleus. That would just be the body of it. That's pretty crazy looking. The sequence shows how the nucleus of comet C-2014 UN 271. Hold on, let me see the numbers real quick. Seven. Huh. Interesting. This would be a 7, and this would be a 10, but then you have to add in the C and the UN. It was isolated from vast shell of dust and gas surrounding the solid icy nucleus. Interesting. They named it. Wow. This one's 1 mile away. Huh. Interesting. I'll give you guys this.
It's no mystery that a giant asteroid hit Earth 66 million years ago and began the long process of extinction for the dinosaurs. But according to a new study by researchers at the School of Earth Sciences at the University of Bristol in England, after the asteroid made Earthfall, the world got way worse than we even thought. When the asteroid touched down, it sent massive amounts of dust up.
All right, it must have been that, even though I didn't push play on anything. So this happened 2 days ago. The Pentagon confirming that the first ever interstellar visitor to Earth happened. So, yeah. Getty owns that image, or whatever it is. They're calling it an image. Hearst magazines and Yahoo, man, that's crazy. Government sensors on the hunt for fireballs plunging toward Earth have so far logged 1,000 meteors and asteroids, but one of them can boast that it traveled through our atmosphere from outside our own solar system. The fireball, which shot through our atmosphere over Papua New Guinea in 2014, was no ordinary space rock. It was actually an interstellar meteor. Yeah. That was crazy when that happened. That was nuts. The first ever known to originate outside our system and arrive here on Earth, rocketing at a speed over 130, of course. How do they know how fast it was going? I guess they could figure it out. Rocketing at a speed over 130,000 miles per hour, the rock broke up during its descent, probably scattering interstellar debris into the South Pacific Ocean. Confirmation of its distant origins arrived only recently when the United States Space Command, the USSC, released a memo on April 6, confirming that the meteor was indeed an interstellar object, meaning it came from somewhere we don't recognize it from this universe. That's what they're saying, anyway. Yeah, isn't that crazy, guys? I'll give you the link to this. To me, that's nuts. There will be signs in the sky, signs and symbols. Yeah, read this. I'll link it. We may even find extragalactic objects, like the 2007 discovery of a particle that originated outside the Milky Way. That's what again, with the narrative that we, in school, at least from what I remember, that there's no reason to become like an explorer or anything really like that, because they've got it all figured out. And while there is nothing new under the sun, people definitely, humans, for lack of a better term, don't have a clue. Really, there's a long way to go. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we already let the human race down. How you doing, Hope? Hey, CK. Did anybody want to call in? Speak up, and you can always call in later. They make these numbers up like everything else. Yeah, I feel like that's true too. Yeah. Like that man in New York with the 33 shots. There was 33 shots. Or did the man just really shoot 33 because he knows about the 33 and they're, you never know. You never know. There is no measurable, quote, space. Yeah, that's what I think. I'll call, but not on Discords. Gaslight what? Gaslight? What do you mean? Do we have Bubs, do you use Skype? Will you Skype me? Hey, Brian. If you stand on your roof and jump, you can reach the first heaven. Yeah. Hey. Maybe not though. I hope you're right. God, I hope you're right, Brian. But if you kill yourself, you can't repent. So let's not take the chance. Not you, but you too, but nobody. Don't take the chance by committing suicide. That would be horrible. We don't need to help them depopulate. Canada. All right. The green light. Go. The MRI shots couldn't be determined that fast. That's what I'm saying. Like, and they came out with this shit right away. Like 10 people shot, 6 people this, 33 shots. And there was no there is the guy that reported on it too. He was just so cheeseball. There is a camera at that station at 30th 6th Street, but it was not working at the time. And I was just like, are you kidding? Like, how can you even say that with a straight face? Remember what the Pentagon cameras just accidentally weren't working in 2001? They work, but, they weren't working today. Hey, AJ, Elon Twitter bullshit is just another story to get you on vibes. Yeah, I agree. And this Johnny Depp trial, too, there is so much energy being put into that. So many people are watching that and like actually hating on whose ever side they're on. Like they don't even know these people on their. It is crazy to see how I can't even say that look. America's got it coming. Whatever happens, we got it coming. Because this is a land, and I mean, I do at points think that sometimes I think that it's too, like, it just has to happen. People have been, just codified and pacified and given such shallow, materialistic, meaningful, they think they have to live their lives structured a certain way or society's way and all of this, and it's really gone to shit, and it's very sad to see, and quickly too, not even gradually. I'll tell you, I've only been here 43 years in this place, but it's a little bit of time, and I've always been told I'm an old soul. I would never say that about myself, but people have said that, and I feel like ever since 2009, really, that's when things really changed for me. 2001, but 2009 is when I was just like, whoa, like it's all a lie. UPI News, I'll link it. North Korean hackers pull off $620 million crypto heist, says the Feds. This is nuts, right? Seoul, South Korea, April 15th. Little deadline there for the taxes, the illegal theft. Pay the mob, you guys. You don't want the IRS getting on you, do you? We can't audit the Fed, but they will audit you and me. Hackers connected to the North Korean government last week were behind the theft of over $600 million in crypto from an online video game last month, says the Feds, FBI. The Feds, guys, in Seoul, South Korea. The FBI. That's because it is a one world. It's already one world system. It's already that way. Otherwise, why are the FBI care what happens in South Korea? Who cares? Huh? Through our investigation, we were able to confirm. Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry. Seoul, UPI, April 15. Hackers connected to the North Korean government were behind the theft. Said the Feds. That's right. Through our investigation, we were able to confirm Lazarus Group and APT-38 cyber actors associated with the DPRK are responsible for the theft of $620 million in Ethereum, reported March 29. The The FBI said in a statement, you can click here to see the statement released Thursday. Democratic People's Republic of Korea is the official name of North Korea. The FBI, in coordination with the Treasury and other U.S. government partners, will continue to expose and combat the DPRK's use of illicit activities, including cybercrime and cryptocurrency theft, to generate revenue for the regime, the statement said. So what the hell? Okay. Well, it's South Korean. We have to help them because it's what? No. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So I'll link it and you can read about this Lazarus and all this. Yeah, they just North Korea has conducted a flurry of weapons tests, plural weapons tests so far this year, including its first full launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile since 2017. Seoul and Washington are on alert for further provocations, including possible nuclear weapon tests, as the country celebrates the birth anniversary of founder Kim Il-sung on Friday. Nuts, right, guys and gals? Hey, Lou. People, I mean, China is, I feel like I'm like, China's on lockdown, whatever that is. Like, we're in jail. And China's just another pod here on Earth. Did I say 2021? Not last March. What are you saying? Did I mess up on a date? If I did, I'm sorry. Oh, you're past that pre-vet. Oh my gosh, that's horrible, Mick. It's horrible. Sorry. A lot of, yes, this is not good. This is not good. Again, if anybody wants to share their opinions with me, the very first link in my description box. If you haven't checked out my description box, there's some links that you might want to check out. Here's Davey's links: Mike Morales, Reality Decoded, the Smith-Mundt Act. You could read what Barry signed. Cryptocurrency using system using body activity data. There's things in here. But the first one, watch the water, watch it. Let me know what you think. No one's really telling me what they think there. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry to hear that, Mick, and it's crazy to think that the 1%, or the people that are in charge, whatever you want to call them, that they truly just. It's ruthless. It's ruthless. It is. You have a full moon too. Yeah, we have a full moon. The world is totally wobbly, but we're supposed to. It was almost full last night, but Friday night, going into Saturday. And yeah, today, again, for anybody that just joined, 110 years ago today, in the early morning hours, the RMS Titanic sunk. That happened this day in history. But yeah, May Day's coming up. Did I give you guys this? Let me just give this to you again. That's right. I wanted to look up. Let me look up Victory Day. Let's look up Victory Day and see what this is about. See if we can just go go it and see what Victory Day is about. You guys heard of it? Victory Day? Nations worry about Russia's Victory Day plans. 3 days ago, Vladimir Putin's next move revealed as Russian president plans May 9th Mystery Day. Russia's Victory Day on May 9th could mark key deadline in its invasion of Ukraine. We'll go to the one that's 3 days ago. Or here, let's look what Wiki says about it real quick. Even though I know I do not trust Wiki, but I can maybe get some idea. I'll keep it in the eye of what they say it is and what the masses think it is. And essentially what they're using it for. Victory Day, 9 of May. Let's see. Victory Day is a holiday that commemorates the surrender, of Nazi Germany in 1945. Okay, that Victory Day. I thought it was some other special Russian thing that happens. I'm not a historian. I don't know. I mean, I know my history, but not all of it. It was first. It was first inaugurated in 15 republics of the Soviet Union, following the signing of the German, and that's what this is, Instrument of Surrender. The German Institute of Surrender was the legal document that affected the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany and ended World War II in Europe. The decision to surrender was made public on 7 May 1945. The definitive test was signed in by Cal Source in Berlin on the night. Okay, so that was in late evening, May 8th, 1945, after midnight, May 9th, Moscow time. The Soviet government announced the victory early on May 9th, after signing ceremony in Berlin. Oh, listen to this. Although the official inauguration occurred in 1945, the holiday became a non-Labor Day only in 1965, and only in certain Soviet republics. In East Germany, May 8 is observed as Libertarian Day from 1950 to 1966. So that's what this is. Okay. And it's observed by Russia and some former states of Soviet Union and Warsaw Pact, Serbia and Israel. Serbia, officially a Republic of Serbia rather, and Israel. Victory in Europe Day. I thought it was something other than that, but wow. So, pardon me. So yeah, May Day being coming up, being a big occult holiday. So they do a lot of stuff going into that. And I think we're done. This whole Zelensky thing. Oh yeah, you guys know how much I love yachts. If you've ever been here, you probably know. So they're saying they got the world's largest yacht last night out of the Peacock CNBC, world's largest yacht, linked to Russian billionaire Uzmanov, is seized by Germany. They took a lot of this guy's stuff. That's not it. That can't be it. Impossible. But so they're saying they got the biggest one in the world. German authorities say they have seized the world's largest super yacht, following official confirmation the vessel had links to Russian billionaire and business tycoon Alashir Uzmanov. The super yacht, named Dilbar after Uzmanov's mother. His mother's name is Dilbar? Sorry. Was initially restricted by German authorities from leaving its anchorage in Hamburg on March 3rd. The yacht extends over 500 feet and is equipped with 2 helipads and a large indoor swimming pool, and even installed on a private vessel. What's that mean? And the largest indoor swimming pool ever installed on a private vessel. Well, shit. Wow. I love yachts, and I could watch yacht videos all day, people showing the inside of them and all. So now they got the world's largest yacht Whoever is seizing these, and they've seized tons of them at this point. If you want to give one to us and our cause, we'll give you guys a good word, right, chat? If they want to donate their yacht, we'll take it out. I could stay. I think I could stay at sea probably forever. I could. I really could. Let me just check Twitter real quick. I need to tweet the stream out. Didn't even tweet this out. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. No, we should be good. All right, let me pull this up. I hope you guys are all right. I can see the chat. I can see the chat while I'm pulling this up to close this out. Is there anybody that wanted to call in or anything? Everyone, what's up with the font on Wiki? Oh, I did that, Hope. That's just on my computer. That's not a Wiki thing. That's me. That was me. Yeah, that's the font on my computer. Yeah. Mental servitude, that's what they want. It is. And that's why, I mean, this, you really find out who's who when stuff comes down to it. And guys, it is coming down to it. This is so much more. Bill Gates dropped 2 new videos today. One on climate change and one on his new book, How to Prevent the Next Scamdemic. It's just crazy. It's crazy what's going on. But yeah, it's things that are happening in my mind, are biblical in purport. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, what else is it? How else? And I do realize that every other generation thinks they're in the end days and they're in the not for nothing. It seems like it. There's just it's it is Good Friday today, as Crocko said in the beginning of the chat, and of course Sunday is Resurrection Day or Easter Bunny Day. For Easter, when I was young, my dad used to put me on. He used to rock me in this rocking chair, and we would listen to on a record, like on a vinyl record. We would listen to Jesus Christ Superstar, the play Jesus Christ Superstar. Now I know how blasphemous that was because it was really controversial at the time. Jesus Christ Superstar. I've seen it live too. The guy who plays Jesus, his name is Ted Neely in real life, and he thinks that he thinks he's Jesus. It's true. He's still up. Maybe it was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I saw it. He was still playing Jesus Christ, and yeah, he looks like. I mean, it's insane how he acts like he's Jesus Christ. This is him. This is a good. I wonder if I could play this without getting in trouble. Which one should I play? This is one of my favorite songs. Everything's All Right from Jesus Christ Superstar. It's a really good song. This is good too. Too much heaven on their minds. This is a good song. I don't think I could play any of this. I'd probably get a strike. Let me see. Oh shit! This is really good musical. Let's see. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, I can't play this. There's no way I could play this. But yeah, that's it. And my mom used to make me get dressed up and all this stuff for it. I hope I'm going to my dad's for cheeseburgers. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, sorry, with me. Brian, yeah. Stock up on the stuffed bunnies. Absolutely. No, it's not, Lou. It definitely is not. The weather modification is crazy. And I hope you're safe out there, Kaladin. I really like having you here. And I hope everything's all right. Hey, Mateo. Religion still controls you. Quote, recovering Catholic. No, religion doesn't control me. Oh, are you saying because I say I'm a recovering Catholic? No. I mean, I get that part of the argument that people say, but no, religion doesn't control me. I think it's a personal thing. That's why I don't talk about it too much, but I gotta say, I feel guilty that I don't talk about it more, actually, because I should. But I don't feel like I'm worthy of it or that I know enough to talk about it. I'm glad it would be cool. It's good that someone else likes that. It makes me not feel like I'm not as crazy. Thank you, Obese. Cervex a lot. Good to see you. I'm just getting off of here, but very good to see you. You can sell a Birkin of stuff funny. You are right. They would never expect that. Scientist indoctrination and mindset going for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Mick. I know. And I appreciate, look, and I don't push it on anyone. That's, hey, it's a personal thing. Hey, John. Very good to see you. I hope you have a good weekend. Anthony, you too, Lou, all of yous. Plan, prepare, and pray. But no fear. I can't live in fear. It's your time to go. It's your time to go. You're going to go. We all have to die, right? Thanks, guys and gals. Peace out.